Hello class 512. Today is Friday, March 13th, 2020, and today we're going to be doing Reading Advantage 2. Open your pages to 57, Unit 13, and we will begin. Okay, so pause the video if you have to. Alright, so Unit 13, what I want you guys to do is answer the before you read questions. Do you think you have a good memory? Can you remember things easily? Can you remember them easily? How do you usually remember things? Which do you find easiest to remember? Names, faces, or numbers? Do you think it's easier to remember a name or a face or a number? Look at the words above for 30 seconds, then close your book without looking. How many of the books can you remember? So try and do that one. That one's fun. And then we're going to do the target vocabulary. So do that, right? So pause the video. Okay, so target vocabulary. We're going to do 1, associate something with something is D. Connect something in the mind. 2, constant is going to be G. Not changing, noun, a number that does not change. That's G, constant. Number 3, forever is going to be F, never ending, for all time. Number 4 is A, memorize, remember something exactly. Number 5 is C, order, the way things are arranged, the sequence. Number 6 is E, random, unplanned, happening in any place or any time. Number 7 is H, repeat, happen again. Number 8 is B, unfortunately, unluckily, bad luck. So I'm not sure if you can see them, just so you've got them. Let's pause the video there. It looks like, so we've got B, G, F, A, C, E, H, B. Those are the answers, okay? So make sure you have that. Pause the video to make sure they're all right. And then we're gonna move on to page 58. I'm going to read, and then we're going to answer the questions on the next page, okay? Give this memory test a try. Take a deck of playing cards and mix them up. Now look at the top 7 cards for a second each. Can you remember them in order? Contestants at the annual World Memory Championships can. In fact, the 2010 champion, Wang Feng, set a world record memorizing cards. Mr. Wang correctly remembered the random order of a deck of playing cards after looking at them for only 24 seconds. Unfortunately, Mr. Wang did not hold the record for long. The same year, Simon Reinhardt broke the record by memorizing the random order of the 52 cards in less than 22 seconds. Ben Pridmore, who won 3rd place at the 2010 competition, also did something amazing. In only 1 hour, he memorized the order of 28 decks of cards. That is 1,456 cards. In 1987, a Japanese man, Hideaki Tomoyori, wanted to prove that his memory was the best in the world. So he tried to remember by heart pi, the number. This is a constant number in math which starts at 3.14159. It never repeats itself and never ends. He remembered pi to 40,000 decimal places. It took him more than 12 hours to say the numbers, but he did it without making a mistake. To remember pi, Mr. Tomoyori divided the number into groups of 10 digits and associated each number with a sound. He then made up stories to help him remember the words he made from the sounds. Mr. Tomoyori said that he first decided to memorize the value of pi up to 1,000 places, which took him 3 years. To get to 40,000 decimal places took about 10 years. However, few records last forever. In 1995, Hiroyuki Goto memorized pi to 42,195 places. 10 years later, reports from China said Liu Chao managed to memorize pi to 67,890 places, but his record was soon broken by Akira Haraguchi, who memorized pi to 83,431. Okay? So reread the reading if you have to, but we are going to move on to reading comprehension and idioms. Okay? So I want you to pause the video, and then we're going to do page 59 together, okay? All right, number 1, circle the letter of the best answer. What is the best title for the passage? The answer here is B, Incredible Memorizers. Number 2, according to the passage, who holds the record for memorizing one deck of cards the fastest? And the answer is C, Simon Reinhard. Number 3, what is amazing about Mr. Pridmore? The answer is C, he memorized a large number of cards. Okay. Number 4, what sentence is probably true about Hideaki Tomoyori? The answer is A, he has a good imagination. All right, number 5, who remembered the greatest number of things or numbers? The answer here is D, Akira Haraguchi. She did the most. All right, now see if you can find the idioms. Okay, so pause the video to try and find the idioms, and then we'll do it together, okay? Okay, so the first one, give something a try, is in the very first sentence of the very first paragraph. Give this memory test a try. That's number 1. Number 2, by heart. That one is going to be in the second sentence of the 4th, I guess it's the 4th paragraph. So he tried to remember by heart pi. Okay? And the third one, make up, is going to be in in the 5th paragraph in the second sentence. He then made up stories to help him remember the words he made from the sounds. Okay, so now pause the video while you do A and B, and then I will correct it together, okay? So pause the video. All right, let's do it. Number 1 is going to be Anne failed the test, so she must repeat it. D, I hope she passes next time. D. Number 2, I know you aren't really into karaoke, but you should A, give it a try. Okay, A, give it a try. Number 3, this concert seems to be going on forever. B, forever. I hope it ends soon. Number 4, the children stood C in order from shortest to tallest. Number 5, I have a lot of words to memorize. B, memorize for the test next week. C, can you make up, B, a story about a strange animal? So again, just really quickly, number 1 is D, number 2 is A, number 3 is B, number 4 is C, number 5 is B, and number 6 is B, okay? So pause the video so you can go do B, and then we will correct it together, okay? So pause. All right. There are some people with amazing memory skills. One man memorized the order of thousands of random cards after studying them for just 1 hour. Another man from Japan memorized pi by heart. This number is a mathematical constant that never repeats. To memorize this number, the man associated groups of numbers with sounds and words. Then he made up stories with these words to remember them. He memorized pi to 40,000 places this way. So number 1 is random. Number 2 is by heart. Number 3 is constant. Number 4 is associated. And number 5 is made up. All right, that's down for Unit 13. Now we're going to do Unit 14. I know, it's long. Don't worry. We're going to go fast. So Unit 14. So same thing. Do questions 1 to 3 and the vocabulary by yourselves right now. Do you have any pets? What kind of pets are popular in your country? You can do this. Do you know of any animals that have done amazing things? I'm sure you can think of at least one. Number 3, how big do you think the largest dog was? How about the smallest dog? Okay, so answer that. 1, 2, 3, and do the vocabulary, and then we'll correct it together, okay? So pause if you have to. All right. Number 1, blanket is B, a warm bed covering. C, bravery. So number 2 is C, bravery, not being afraid of danger. Number 3, companion is A, something that goes or lives with another person, a friend. Number 4 is G, documentary, a television show or movie based on true facts, G. Number 5 is recover is D, get better after being sick or injured. 6, remarkable is E, incredible, amazing. Number 7 is H, reward, a prize given for doing something good, to give such a prize. And number 8 is wheelchair, F, a chair with wheels for people who cannot walk. Okay, so there are the answers. If you want to get them really quickly, pause the video. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to read. So if you want to read this too, you can pause it. But I'm going to start reading, okay? For thousands of years, people have lived with dogs. Ancient paintings on the walls of caves show people living with dogs. More than 1/3 of the homes in the United States, Canada, and Australia have dogs. Almost 1/4 of homes in England have dogs. In each country, these dogs come in a wide variety of shapes and sizes. The largest dog in the world was Zorba, a huge mastiff that passed away in 1990. When Zorba was 7 years old in 1989, he was 94 centimeters or 36 inches tall. In other words, Zorba was more than half as tall as an adult man. At his largest, Zorba weighed more than a heavyweight boxer at 156 kilograms or 343 pounds. In comparison, the smallest dog ever was a Yorkshire Terrier named Sylvia from England. This dog was only the size of a matchbox, measuring just over 6 centimeters, 2.5 inches tall, and just under 9 centimeters, 3.5 inches from nose to tail. The dog weighed about half as much as this book, and even a young child could easily pick it up with one hand. It died in 1945 when it was only 2 years old. Some dogs are remarkable, not for their size, but for their brain. One incredible dog is Endall, the companion of a man named Alan Parton, who has used a wheelchair since a car accident in 1991. In 2001, Parton was hit by a car while crossing a road with Endall and thrown out of his chair. Endall quickly moved Parton into the recovery position, covered him with a blanket, and pushed his mobile phone close enough for him to reach. Then, once he saw that Parton was all right, Endall ran back and forth to a nearby hotel, barking until people came out to help. Endall was rewarded for his bravery by being awarded a medal and has been the subject of a number of TV documentaries. Cool dog. So now, if you want to read again, go read again. But we are going to start the reading comprehension A. Okay, so get that going. Pause the video, and then we're going to start, okay? All right. Circle the letter of the best answer. What is the main topic of the passage? And the answer is A, dogs that are special in some way. Number 2, according to the passage, why do people have dogs as pets? And the answer here is D, the passage does not say. The passage does not say why dogs are such good pets. Number 3, which sentence about Zorba is true? The answer here is C. He was heavier, but not taller than an adult man. Number 4, according to the passage, the world's smallest dog weighed as much as, the answer is B, half this book. And number 5, which is not true about Alan Parton? And the answer is B, he received a medal for his bravery. He did not receive a medal for his bravery, the dog received a medal. Okay, so now I want you to find the idioms, pass away, in comparison, and back and forth, okay? So pause the video while you find them. All right, so pass away is going to be in the second paragraph in the first sentence. A huge mastiff that passed away in 1990. Okay, and in comparison is going to be in the third paragraph, the very first sentence. In comparison, the smallest dog ever was a Yorkshire Terrier, Sylvia, from England. And number 3, back and forth, that's going to be in the 5th paragraph, and it's at the last sentence. Then once he saw that Parton was all right, Endall ran back and forth to a nearby hotel, barking until people came out. So make sure you have those. And then when you're done, we're going to do the vocabulary reinforcement, A and B, same as always. So pause the video while you do that, and then we'll correct together, okay? Pause. All right. It took Brian almost 6 months to completely get well from his illness. The answer is B, recovery. I saw a great educational show about Africa on TV last night. The answer is C, documentary. Number 3, it was so cold last night, I needed to get an extra cover for my bed. And the answer is A, blanket. Number 4, Nathan gave some money to the person who found his wallet. The answer is D, reward. Number 5, Takako is sad because her mother died last year. And number 5, the answer is B, passed away. And number 6, that bus goes both ways between the downtown area and the airport. So number 6, the answer is A, back and forth. Back and forth A. All right? So pause the video while you do B, and then come back and we'll do it together, all right? So pause the video. All right. So 6, that bus goes, B, my mistake, B. Dogs are very popular pets and they come in all shapes and sizes. 2 of the most remarkable dogs were the largest dog in the world, Zorba, and the smallest dog, Sylvia. Zorba weighed more than a person. In comparison, Sylvia could easily be picked up by a young child. Another dog is famous for not its size, but for its bravery. Endall is the companion of a man who cannot walk and had to use a wheelchair. This brave dog saved the man's life after he was hit by a car. So the answers here, number 1, remarkable. Number 2, in comparison. Number 3, bravery. Number 4, companion. And number 5, wheelchair. All right, that's our lesson for today, guys. If you have any questions, call or email the school. We will help you out. But that's it for me, and I'll see you guys next week, okay? Have a good weekend, guys.